In my practice, so I will talk a little bit about my background, probably. So I start sound with being a sculptor and a photographer also, and making sound recordings, field recordings also for my photography. And actually sound always been a little bit present in my sculptures. I did a chair also with a sound system many years ago. And step by step, and also meeting new people like Nuno Rebelo and a few friends, we start growing, and I feel more appetite for to develop sound sculptures, and mainly self-standing pieces without a performer. And lately, as we build many devices with circuit bending and small synths, we thought about making it a bit serious, and try to make public what we've been doing before, which is jamming and and developing ideas about rhythms and listening each other, and
never finding more than a structure for a presentation. We never go further than that. We improvise all the time.
Yeah, there's an element in this group that is musician.
Yeah, it is. And only one.
Yeah, only one. We've been learning a lot with him, of course.
Yeah.
But there's only a few things that we have in mind when we play.
Yeah, we know the instruments, we practice with them, and then we get together and play. This time we explore more this time we explore more that, but no more than that. It's always been like that.
The background and the way of looking at music, I think it's a bit different from the four. Yes. And we enjoy this diversity. Also, João plays with things we don't play normally, which is the controlling lights and making it the same thing as an instrument. Also, it's not only the sound, but
we jam also in the plastic part of the visual presentation.
Objects and video sometimes, and lights. And
we clean up the set. Everybody has like 10 toys or 10 favorite things that play or that they have practiced recently, and we clean up a bit the set, or we decide the direction. Let's try feedbacks this time, or let's try tempo. Pendulums as a base to start. And we prepare something from there, but we practice, but it's never the same.
Because I think it must be joyful. We must like what we are doing.
I was also always close to other people that play, and I was never playing. Sometimes I participated in the jams with conventional instruments in the beginning, but I always help constructing the things. I always have to experiment the toys and the gadgets, and we become more close. I have a relationship from my work with shows, with operating sound and light for shows from other people, so I got close to also this expression. I had access to other type of performers and performing.
So the main purpose about Oficinas do Convento is to make possible the construction of projects, whatever, musical projects, architecture, ceramics, sculpture, scientifics, whatever. So we exist to make things possible to happen, and to have an association, which is something which is a community. And it's easier to get supports, and it's much stronger to make things happen.
It evolved a lot. The interests and the interests of the team that's always here. It helps a lot in choosing what comes, what happens. But we made friends along the way. In music, first there was always programmation. We choose band, we look for it, and now it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, it's like by affinity.
Yeah.
People come, they invite friends that they know they will like to play there, and normally it's related with our line
Yes,
normally. So we don't say no many times. We try to find new things to show to the people,
yes,
and things they aren't used to.
we are in a very small city, in the interior of the country. So it's not a mainstream Lisbon. You don't have access to choose from all the scenes that there are. You cannot choose. Monday I go to see this. We are not the show on Saturday. Normally we are the show on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's between Lisbon and Porto and Madrid. A band needs a place to play. Where's audience and where's the good feeling?
Yeah, because there's this circuit also,
Yeah,
and people.
so we are in the circuit as a small space outside the big cities where they can do one more night, one more gig, and we take advantage of that.
And there's public to do it also. It's funny because in a small place sometimes we fear that there's no one coming because
Last
it's
Saturday
Monday,
there was a music hall and a concert here, a music hall in the theater, 500 people, and here there were 30, 40 people watching a different show.
It's funny to
But
see
they accept.
to see them growing with the night also, because
Yes.
it starts very slow and
We also enjoy a good rock concert or this kind of things. It's always good to see.
and if we want to teach them something, we must give a little bit of what close to what they are used to, and then push something. If you are working with community, you must respect the community.
We depend
and
on
not
them to keep having the space, having their trust, so that we can play music when we want and things like that in a small place, in a small city.
It's very easy in an artistic environment to be arrogant to the public.
As a programmer, somebody that chooses shows, we have one festival a year that has kind of a structure. It needs a strong show, an experimental one, and something of a DJ, a party one, something. And we program like 4 other shows more intimate in a different space. This for the festival. So there we look for I don't know, virtuosos in their instruments, simple shows, accessible people, because we don't have big conditions. These are regular standards for choosing. Must be friendly people that accept our conditions, what we have available to them. In the festival, for the big shows, we have big conditions, but for the small ones, we have small conditions, small sets. We try to make everything sound good, well recorded, well presented, everything.
Yeah, documenting it.
Documenting,
have been
yes.
lately really.
If an artist is more needing these things that we can provide, it's easier that it comes here.
Time we ask artists to tell us names.
Who do you think
suggestions?
It could come?
If we like, these artists.
We use this way of not choosing. It's better. I like the discovery. It's working well for us.
It grows organically.
Yeah.
Let's say.
We made friends with Sonoscopia, with Associação Terapêutica do Ruído, so they say our name when people are looking for tour dates and things. And over all the propositions that come, we have to choose. That's the hard work. I don't know. I've seen over the years working as a technician, I've seen the relation between music and dance, music and theater changing a lot. And now all the puppeteers I know, the dance people, they use live sets of music that use softwares or strange instruments. And this is growing and becoming a standard, even. That's why I don't know what it's going to become, because it's becoming a standard, and after I don't know what's going to be the trend.
But I think I feel a really positive thing about the bands coming here, very young people that are making tours, and they are really open-minded about what they're doing, and also the way they they help to spread the other bands they know and their circuits. Some bands travel with a small shop of vinyls from other bands, and that they are really working hard to spread, taking it from the underground. I think it's leaving the underground already, but
Take it more.
yeah, getting close to younger people.
That's the thing. Yeah.
To make it grow. It's not only to the it's not to the persons who already knows it,
Yeah.
and to
The
how
other
do I
people.
say
Children, youngs, showing sound and music to people other way.
yeah, take it to music schools also,
Yeah.
to open windows.
Yeah, to change the relation between people and music and sound a bit, because that's the way people teach music or present sound to people. It's different, and it could help a lot.